I have a 3-year-old son. I'm a single mother. Anyone who is coming over and offering you help with your child so that you can go work or vacation or just even go on a walk. You let those people do whatever they want with your children. I was just recently this summer up in Canada filming a movie for CBS. Be out this Christmas. And my mom and dad were so gracious to come and be with Elvis for 3 weeks, to take my son and be with him for 3 weeks. My parents are in their 70s. He's 3. And there was a night I called, and they were at the Griffith Observatory at 10 p.m. Elvis was still up and about, and after that, they went and got ice cream. And I did that. I was like, that is right. As long as they keep him safe, party on. Party on. But to your point, though, they raise children. So what about isolate yourself and not even want to go outside of your house because you're so anxiety-ridden?
And we don't have these so key.
And also, I think, Natalie, you made a great point about not everyone can afford professional help. And like I did when I was going through my first panic attacks, I called a friend. So like, don't feel like, oh, I don't have anybody. Try to find a friend that you can call because I thank God I had her that day. I didn't have a therapist at that moment in time. I didn't have somebody professional that I could call. I called a friend, and that was free. And she saved me that. It's such a great point, Akbar, because I think it does come in different levels. I remember the first time I had a panic attack. It was when I was going through my divorce, and I was at home by myself, and I had this attack come over me. I did not know what was going on, but then I think, like, because I had heard about it, I was like, oh my God, I think this is what this is. I called my girlfriend. Her advice to me that day with deep breathing and just staying on the phone with me and talking me through it was drinking a glass of water. When you're having a panic attack, the act of drinking something really helps to calm your nervous system because it forces you to swallow and breathe. So that is a great tip that even so to this day, because I've had panic attacks since then, losing my husband and just going through life situations, it comes over you, and when a panic attack comes over you, it is so terrifying because you really, like, your heart is racing, you can't breathe, it's very intense. But then also, since having that panic attack, and that was like, I was 32 years old, so I hadn't had one until I was 32 years old. But since then, anxiety in social situations has come over me, especially after the pandemic, being introduced back into large groups. I remember having anxiety my first time I was into a hospital after everything that happened to my husband. I had a huge anxiety issue. It's really crazy, and I think that anything that we can do to support early screening, especially now, is absolutely important. I have to say, it was so easy making the appointment. They got me in so quickly, which, you know, is not always the case, so I was shocked about that. Guys, it was so easy. I was a little nervous because I had no idea what to expect, but all the nurses there were fabulous, and they got me in really quick. And actually, the whole process, I thought it was going to hurt a lot. It really didn't. It was so easy, and I was like, okay, we don't need, like, it really helped to, like, take down my anxiety level about the whole thing, I will have to say. And, you know, I just felt like, I'm just so glad that I did it. You know, I turned 40, and you know, that's when we're supposed to do it as women. And, you know, these screenings that we all need to do, and we know we need to do to take care of ourselves, to make sure we're taking care of ourselves, are important. So I left there and I was like, I'm ready.
Well, Jerry.
Well, Netta, now that you've done it, what do you want to say to everybody out there who's nervous about getting a mammogram and have been putting it off?
Yes, you don't need to be nervous. Go and get it done. I was in and out in, like, the whole procedure was like 10 minutes, maybe max.
Wow.
It did not hurt as bad. I mean, it's just like a weird pressure.
I think everybody picked up on that.
No,
uncomfortable. When you say
It's a little squeeze. It's a little squeeze.
No. Like, yeah, I don't want to put anything out there like that. It
What?
did not hurt at all. It was just like an uncomfortable
It's
squeeze.
just an uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, I'm not.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know how much weight I've lost, and I thought, feel that squeeze, right? I wouldn't feel the squeeze. Man, I had to plop them up there.
I'm just gonna say, I also think that my pregnancy with Elvis was a total miracle because, listen, I think as women, there's a lot of, if you want to be a mother, there's a lot of pressure that comes over us because at a certain age, it is a fact that our eggs start dwindling, right? Yes. And at 35, I was finally in a place in my life that I was excited about trying to become a mother. I was told by 2 different doctors that I have no eggs, that it will be impossibly hard for me to get pregnant, that I should have started trying 5 years ago, and basically like get ready because it's going to be hard. And so I was in tears. Nick and I were like prepared for the worst, but we decided just to try naturally at first. On the second try, I got pregnant with Elvis, and here you go. That was at age 38. I got 38 or 37. I don't remember. But I was really nervous about it, so I totally understand. And now I call him like a miracle child because since losing Nick, I've endeavored into looking into my eggs again, and biologically, my body tells me it's going to be really, really hard again. So anytime I think as women we hear these success stories, that it isn't too late, that you can try, that there are ways to do it, it's just so empowering because, listen, you men, you have it easy in this department. You can get a woman pregnant at any age, and we are told that we have a time limit, and it's really hard as a working woman, as a single mother. It is so hard because you just think that the world it's out to get you, and it's always wonderful when you hear these stories. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
And very frustrating. I just think it's very frustrating.
When you're like driving to go to see the person, or like you know that they're coming home at 3 or something, and like you just can't wait to see them. Like even after being married for a couple of years, like when you know like you're going on your way home and you're like, I'm so excited to like see that person again. Just like that those butterflies.
Amanda, it's Jennifer Love. Happy birthday. It's your emerald year. I love you so much. You deserve everything that's good. And I'm sending you lots and lots of good birthday wishes. Wow. Happy birthday.
Jennifer Love here. She's my Pisces mystical spiritual friend at heart. I love her so much. Thank you, Jennifer.
We've got 2 other friends who got together to send their love. Let's take a listen to see what they had to tell you.
Amanda, it's your 40th birthday. We're just wishing you the happiest birthday.
What the fuck did I do?
Yeah, you wanted to join up. Happy birthday.
Honestly, any club that the 2 of them are in, I am completely fine. I only want to party with all you guys. Let's go to Vegas right after the show. I know. Well, Sherry, didn't you go to high school with both Lindsay and Sarah Michelle, right?
Not Lindsay. I went to high school with Sarah Michelle.
Okay. You have stories to tell?
No stories. I was significantly older, and I don't. As a senior, I didn't date freshmen. That's what I did. I'm not a sicko.
You call me.
Here, Amanda. Somebody else heard that you love 3 Men and a Little Lady. It's actually your favorite movie. I wanted to give you a special shout out. Raw tape. Amanda, I hear it's your birthday. And I hear you love Three Men and a Little Lady. So do I. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I want to say good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We'll have to do that in rap because that's Three Men and a Little Lady. Anyway, happy birthday, Amanda. I love you.
Why is that touching you so?
I think, that movie reminds me of my family. I don't know why I'm crying right now, but that was just so nice. I'll tell you why you're crying, because we're celebrating you, and it's overwhelming, because it's birthday.
Listen, it's your party, and you can cry if you want to. Come on now.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I mean, because we've had Sean Selleck on the show. I've never met Ted Danson, but Steve Gutenberg, that's amazing. Steve, that was so special. Thank you. You need to get that little as a lullaby before you go to bed. Good night, sweetheart, and sing that. You guys, I sing that song to Elvis pretty much every night before he goes to sleep. And when my family arrived the other night, I said, do we all want to put Elvis to bed? And we all sat in his nursery and sang him that song. I think that's why I teared up, because then him singing to me that song, we literally just sang that to Elvis as a family the other night. And Elvis goes, so.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought up Elvis, because what would a Vegas thing be without Elvis? And Amanda, your baby is a little too young to be in Vegas on the Strip, but he wanted to sing you birthday greetings.
Happy birthday, Mama. I love you so much, Mom.
I think all the single parents here can attest, when you're a single parent, the bond you have with your child. Love that little guy. Oh my God. Now we're all going to be crying. This is a happy, fun story.
You like it. Yes, I do. But you'll like it. You'll like it. It has to do with the last time we saw each other.
All right.
All right, so Bryce, apparently you also have a huge infatuation or love for Baby Yoda. Is that right? There's an attachment here, and you've been
I'm the only one, right?
Now wait, you're apparently contemplating some sort of tribute to this character.
Well,
can you share what that is?
So first of all, I should just say we're about to talk about tattoos, and I'm all talk. I'm all talk. So don't take me too seriously.
You don't have one?
I don't have a tattoo. I don't have a tattoo.
Okay.
But if I was to get a tattoo, there's two tattoos. One is kind of personal to me, my family. My grandmother used to always say to my dad, after he was born, that he was born with a 4-leaf clover behind his ear. And then when I was born, she was like, oh, she has a 4-leaf clover too. So I've thought about that, and then maybe a little Baby Yoda on the other side.
You do. I have one behind my
ear. Yes, see?
It's a great place.
Does that hurt a
It
lot?
does hurt, but it's great because you forget that you have it, and then once in a blue moon you see it, and you're like, oh yeah, it's great.
I like that little baby Yoda. Or maybe Baby Yoda sitting on top of a 4-leaf clover.
Oh, that's popping up.
Okay, betting it out. And so I just kind of feel like I don't need to do a Father's Day gift. But what I will say is that this happens all the time. My dad and I are both kind of bi-coastal, and this has happened 25 times, I'm not exaggerating, where we find out on the same day that we're on the same flight going to the same place. It happens constantly. And so just a few days ago, myself and many of the cast members of Jurassic World and the director of Jurassic World had the great fortune of having a private plane flying from New York to LA. And I found out that my dad had a flight on a commercial plane at the same exact time. Yeah. And I was like, Dad, do you want to come on my private plane? He was so excited. He was so excited the whole time. So that's the Father's Day gift.
Wow. Huge. I love that.
Never been more proud of his daughter. He's like, yes, I would like